Okay, hey everybody, it's me. Hi. Oh, that looks weird. I'm going to be making doing some pour paintings for some little items I'm going to be selling at our new gallery, City of the World, in Meadows Mall. And I'm going to be pouring paint on these. These are little picture frames that I got at the dollar store. And I'm going to add a lot of value to them by putting some paint on them, some nice designs, and maybe even when they dry, I'll make another video that shows you how I embellish these with, you know, things like, I don't know, jewels or stencils or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I wrote down all my colors. I have stuff set up all over my studio. I wrote down all my colors, which are going to be backwards in here, so I'll just read them off. I have Christmas green, shamrock green, spring green, Caribbean blue, bright blue, white, iridescent pearlescent white, real yellow, metallic gold, metallic bronze, metallic silver, pumpkin orange, purple iris, nutmeg brown, and burnt sienna. And then I have my Floetrol flat here and my my 3-in-1 silicone. And somewhere, I know I have some more of this, so in case I run out, I do have some spray silicone also. So I've already put water in these. I haven't put the Floetrol in, so you get to watch me mix my paint, and that's probably too thin. Yeah, that's really thin. Okay. I might have added too much water, but it'll be okay once I add the Floetrol to it. So hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, as I'm mixing it, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good consistency. It's supposed to run off. Well, it's not supposed to run off onto my hand. Live TV. Anything can happen. And of course I have baby wipes, because that's the most awesome thing I've ever discovered about painting is baby wipes. So, yeah, okay, that's good. So I'll mix all these colors, and I might end up editing this video and fast forwarding it. Put my apron on, so that you guys don't have to watch me do this. I think this needs more paint though. This is the bright blue, and it's cobalt. Let's see. I'm gonna add a little bit more bright blue to this, because I love blue. A lot of people like blue. So, and I'm going to try some techniques that I saw on acrylic pours that people have been doing that are real cool. I'm not going to be doing any kind of Dutch pour, but I think I'll do, I'm not going to do any dirty cups, any flip cups, because, you know, this isn't like a completely flat surface. I mean, it's a flat surface, but it has a big hole in it, and that would, you need like that much space to do that. You have to do that with a canvas, so we won't be doing that. But this is the purple iris, and I think I may add a little bit more of that if I can remember what I did with it. Is it over here? Nope. Oh, that's wild grapes. Okay, purple iris is where? Here's some purple iris. Yeah, this is a really pretty color. I love purple. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty, yeah, purple iris. So, let's add, I think I added too much water. I got a little happy with the water. Oh well. Okay, yeah, we'll see. I kind of did 1-to-1 on the water, but that maybe was too much. So I'm going to end up with a lot of paint. So I'll have paint left over to make another video. This is spring green. And this doesn't have Floetrol in it yet. And I will be adding Floetrol as my painting medium. Hopefully I won't have to, like, I may have to cut this video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Some of my paints I had in these little things here. Because I was going to do like a paint party with this colors, but I never did. So I decided to go ahead and use most of those paints. I'm just going to mix these really good. And then I have more of some than others. I think I'm going to pour some of that water off, since it's kind of, oh no, maybe, because this is really thick. This paint paint's very thick. This is one of the paints that was in, this is Shamrock Green, I think. That's one of the paints that was in a little thingy, and it was really thick. But I think I'm going to add a little bit more to this. Ooh. Okay, let's see if that's enough. It's looking a little better. You know, if your paint is too thin, it makes a problem. So I may end up having to pour some of this water out of some of these, because I put it in such a way that it didn't just go directly into the paint. I poured it on the side of the cup so that if I had too much, I could pour some of it away. And I'm seeing that I think I have too much. So I'm just going to start pouring some of this in here, because I don't need that much water. So I'm going to do that because I have like one to one, and it probably shouldn't be quite 1 to 1. And some of this paint, like, I couldn't really see where I was doing. You got to see what you're doing, but, you know. Yeah, okay, this is a lot of yellow. I think I'll leave that because that seems like a lot. Oh, yeah, that's really thick. So some of these, the thinner the paint, you get more bubbles and stuff, and also the more opaque it is. It may have something to do with how much pigment it has. I'm not sure. I'm still experimenting and learning how to do this. Oh, that's still not enough. Oh, geez, that's really, really thin. I don't want to use up all my shamrock. Okay, let's just see what we're doing here. Okay. I'm thinking that hopefully that will be enough to thicken it up. Yeah. You know, the more you do this, the more you figure out what to do, what not to do, stuff like that. See, I have a lot of black in there. Not too much brown. I'm going to pour some of that off. Because I do want my paint to be kind of thick, not super thick. Okay, that one looks okay. Might as well mix it while I got my hand. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Nice. Oh, ooh, got paint boogers. Yuck. Okay, let's get rid of that. Don't want paint boogers. Those will be a problem later. And it's probably from the inside of this cup that once it got wet, the paint that was in here that was still in here was, you know, a bit much. I think I'm gonna pour some of this off. I know I have some thick black in here, but I have some really thick black in here from, what the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta go turn off, I'm gonna close my door. Alright, enough of distractions. I'm definitely gonna have to edit this. I'm gonna have to edit this. So I think I can still, I think there's a program I can edit this on my, I have to upload this and then put it in my computer. Okay, that's like a lot of thick black. Maybe I should have left that one alone. I know for sure this is too much water in here. That's like equal amounts. No, we're not doing that. Yeah. Oh well. And I wasn't too sure about this brown because it really looks, well, you can see what it looks like. We don't even have to say that, but it doesn't look like chocolate, okay? Just suffice to say that it doesn't look like chocolate. And I think I have enough brown water in there. This is a different brown. Oh no, there's little pieces of green stuck in there. Oh well. This is a different brown. This is burnt sienna, which is a really pretty brown. It reminds me of cinnamon chocolate or something. Cinnamon chocolate caramel. It's a really pretty brown. It's a nice brown. Okay, and now let's see how much water's in here. Oh, yeah, not very much water in this. This is the white. This is just Artist Loft white from Michaels. All my paints are like either Apple Barrel or Deco Art or I have one that burnt sienna, that's from Blick. That's Blick Art Student Grade Paint. Here's the silver. I think I'm gonna get rid of some of the water at that. So I just don't think I need that. I don't have that much silver in here. I think I'll add a little bit more. That's not very much at all. It's very thin. That is silver, not gray. Yeah, okay. Rainy day gray. Oh man, really? I thought that was silver. Oh, snap. Dang. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have gray, I guess. Let me see if I can put some silver in there. Oh, this is like, ooh, how watery that is. That's not a good sound. This is new paint. No, it's new, look. Okay, well, let's turn it more silvery. It's a good thing that the gray and the silver are relatively compatible, I suppose. You'll see. Yeah, it's looking silvery. Okay. This is gonna, like, this likes to settle down at the bottom. This and the bronze and the gold, they all like to settle. So I'm gonna pour some of that water out and mix that up. Because I want this to be underneath stuff. I don't want it to be super thin. Like that silver just comes out the bottle thin. Jeez. And this is the bronze, metallic bronze. So I'll pour a lot of that water out. This is why we wear aprons too. Okay. That's a pretty color. That's gonna go, you know, I'm gonna have my bronzes and my golds together and maybe some black. And, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how this all works out. I haven't decided what colors are gonna go where. Okay, let's see. Is that mixed? Yep. What about the black? Yep, I mixed the black. Didn't mix red. Let's see. I think I'll pour a little bit more out the red. Okay. Yeah, I want, my colors are just too thin. So, you know, when you've been away from this for a while, you forget what the formula. And like, there's people that have like scales, and you know, they measure stuff, and you know, listen, that's just, I'm sure that you should do it like that, but that's too much math for me. I'm just not into that. You know, I want to just pour the paint in and keep it moving. Sometimes I can do that, and sometimes I can't. This is the bright magenta. Oh, does it? I don't have that on there. Okay, bright magenta is on here. Okay. So this is bright magenta. Oh wow, I see stuff coming off the side. Ew, paint boogers. Okay, let's see if I can get rid of some of those. And I reuse my sticks and I reuse my cups because, you know, why spend money on stuff you don't have to? Okay, and then this is the yellow. Okay, oh, I didn't mix the orange. Yeah, this is the pumpkin orange. I'm going to put some more in there because this one's kind of thin too. Yeah. I'm going to have a lot of paint. So I have a lot of stuff to paint. Because when I get done with all my little hearts, my little picture frames, I have 4 little bitty canvases that I want to do. And, you know, the picture frames are shaped like hearts. Isn't that cute? And squares. Okay, that's what the frame is. It's framing with a heart and a square. Okay, I think I have all my colors mixed. And then I can add Floetrol now. And I have a new way to do this Floetrol thing. Let me dump this water right quick. Because I have stuff everywhere. Literally everywhere. And I have stuff sitting on top of my paint bucket. This is definitely going to get an edit out. There you go. It's really stinky. Okay, let's get a little for that. Let's try to know that. So I don't know how this is gonna go because I got stuff everywhere on every surface I have. I bought some little metal shelving type deal. You'll see it in a minute. Anyway, the only colors I'm not gonna put silicone in is the black and the white. But I'm gonna add Floetrol, and I have like a new little way to measure my Floetrol. Oh dang! It's these little tiny paper cups, and those are like the cups that you would use. We used to get like Easter candy in it. Or, you know, if you go to the hospital, they'll give you all your pills and medication in a little cup like that. Or they used to. I think now they just use plastic. Last time I was there, they made me have plastic. But I'm just going to put this much Floetrol in each one. And then that way, at least I do have some measurement on what I'm doing. Even if I didn't measure very well with my... even though I didn't measure very well with my paint. There's different amounts of paint in here, so I'm just going to put this in all of them, and then we'll mix it up. And then, ooh, that's like a lot. Okay, let me move this out the way so I can continue on what I'm doing. And I just went and bought a big old thing of Floetrol at Lowe's today. So yeah, it's about $15 a gallon, so it's kind of expensive. You don't really want to waste paint when your paints are expensive and your medium is expensive. You know, I'm not like those people who pour and they just have like a lot of paint on their surfaces. I don't like doing that. I know that there's a benefit to it, but for me, I need to have, I'll put a little bit extra in that white. Oh, dang, I said it was, oh yeah, no, Floetrol goes and everything. That's the pouring medium. Yeah, I don't like to pour a lot of paint on a surface. Just because it just seems wasteful to me. It's like, and then they're always talking about, oh, well, you can do the paint scans. And I just threw away 2 whole shoe boxes of paint scans that were so hard and brittle that, you know, there is nothing I could do with them. Okay, so now that that's done, I get a new baby wipe. Wipe my hands off because they're kind of sticky. And technically I should have been using gloves anyhow. Already my hands are filthy. I'm a neat freak with this when it comes to this. Alright, now comes the fun part. I love my baby wipes though. I do. I'm going to put my gloves on. Hopefully these don't rip. Yeah, I find that these things, they don't really last. These are Natril gloves, and I get them so that if someone that I'm teaching is allergic to latex, that they won't have an allergic reaction from, you know, we want people to have a good time. So I'm going to mix each one of these, and you can see it's already getting little bubbles in it, especially like the blue. You can see it has all these little cool bubbles in it. But I'll have enough colors. I'm just going to do like a straight dirty pour, you know, like mix some colors in a cup and then start pouring that, and then I'll have a couple of them that are the same. But none of these are going to be the same, really. They're not going to be the same. You just think that they're going to be the same, but they do what they want to. So I'll say my little prayer now that all of my colors come out wonderfully, and my designs are beautiful, and people really love them and buy them. Amen. Thank God for being able to do this. because it's very cool to do it. It's highly addictive. So if you start, don't say I didn't warn you that this was addictive. Okay? Because it is. And you can't really see the white. So just mix that a little bit extra. So you can see like that brown. It's going to have like lots of cool colors in it. It's lots of bubbles in that. And like I have these all separated out in neutrals. I'm going to move my water over here on the floor. No, put it over here. I have greens and blues and purples. So I have my cool colors on this side. And I have my warm colors here. And then I have my neutrals here. So let's see, I mix the black. I don't think I put nothing in that. I don't think I did. I think I missed that, but I'm gonna have to. Maybe I did. Oh, I just finished doing that. I'm deaf. Sometimes I'm a little nutty. Okay, here's the silver gray. I might have to put some. Oh, I could put some like actual glitter in that. Ooh, that would be fun. This is the pearlescent white. So I know it looks like I just mixed this, but this is the pearlescent white. Iridescent pearlescent. So I don't know if y'all can see that on here. Here's the gold. I'm definitely cutting this part out or editing it or something so that, oh, that doesn't seem like very much of that. Okay. All right. We are ready to do stuff now. I'm going to get all these things out the way. I don't have a lot of room, and I'm going to lean down and get the first two that I'm going to do. Okay, move this over, move these over. Hopefully they don't end up on the floor or any place stupid. Okay, and then I'm going to tilt. There we go. Yeah, sort of, kind of. Let's see if I can make it go higher. You can see better. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to make my pour cup. And I really want to use like a little teeny, like 3-ounce cup like this. I really think I want to do that because I just don't think I need a whole lot of this. So I'm going to put a few drops of silicone in each cup. Except for black and white. And I will put some in my brown, and I will put some in my pearlescent and all my metallics. Okay, so that has like a really small amount, and it doesn't take much. And, you know, I tried this stuff, the coconut milk. I did not like it. Oh, wow, that's really stinky. Ooh, I can smell that. I usually have like a fan on in here because, you know, I'm always doing this in the summertime when it's hot as Hades out there. And I got a 11,000 fans blowing as loud as possible. Notice that I'm not really mixing this very much. Oh, I didn't put anything in there. I'll have to do that. I'm like doing like 3 little swirls or something because you don't want to mix this a lot. So I think I'm going to start with a little bit of blue. So people say you should start with white, so let me just start with some white. So put a little bit of white in my cup. And then I'm going to put some blue in there, and I'm going to pour it down the side. And then I'm going to have a little bit of purple. And then I want a little bit more white. some dark green. And then I'm going to add some pearlescent. And let's see, I want some of this aqua blue, this Caribbean blue. Okay, now I'm going to start pouring this, and we're just going to see what happens. And I'm going to pour it in like a little pattern like this. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, and then I probably should have primed these, but you know, what the heck. So I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm just going to like really slowly. That's very pretty. Because I do want it to come over these little edges, because some of these are really kind of rough edges. So you're supposed to pour really slow, but I've never been good at that. You pour it back to the middle. And then that's very cool looking. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, so I'm going to swirl some of that so that it just comes down. Lean it over a little bit. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I definitely want to get this corner here. Oh man, I forgot to even turn on my little I'm liking the pattern of this. This is very pretty. Like, yeah, but I want to get it on the edges too. This is kind of, my paint is really kind of thin on here, on this side. Okay, so I'm just going to try and get those edges. This wood is sucking up paint like you would not believe. So I'm going to take some of this and rub it on here. Make a nice frame. Take some of this, rub that. Nice. Okay, and then I need some more on this side. Okay, take some of this. Let me clean my glove off a little bit. Some here. And then let me just turn it this way, because I want to also get some here. So I'll take some of this green and some of this blue. And I'm just going over the sides just a little bit and the insides, because this is kind of hard to hold around here. You know, this is a little bit challenging. I've never done anything like this. This is a little crazy. But I do want to get all the sides covered. And we'll see. I may use more paint than this, but we'll see. Okay, because I also want to cover the inside as well. So I'm going to take some of this purple and go inside here. And take some green and go inside here. Okay, yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. It's not going to cover as much as I would like it to, but you know, if I don't do that, maybe I should put white on this or something. I don't know. I'm going to leave that for that right now, because I really like that. That's kind of cool. I like it a lot. So I'm going to clean off my gloves, and we're going to do the other side. And I'm going to do that similarly, and then I'm going to hit it with the heat gun, which is somewhere. Somewhere my heat gun is somewhere. Heck, I don't even see it. It's usually hanging up. So I don't see the heat gun. I do have. I have something, but it's not heat gun. And I don't see that. Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was all the way prepared. I don't know where that is. It's probably, oh, it's in a, it's somewhere. I know where it is. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. I might have to pour some more paint. I think I'm going to have to pour some more paint in here. So I'm going to put a little bit more of this blue. So none of that got in there. Some of this. And a little bit more of the green. I think this was the green. Oh, I can see how that's making some little cool stuff right there, right now. I'm digging that. Okay, so let me pour some of this out. Put some of that on the edges around here. See what happens with it. This one's going to be more green than blue, and I'm just going to start really gently tilting, slowly, 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 and run off the edges. I like those big cells that it's got. Those are really nice. I don't want to lose them. I hear people saying this all the time. It's like it's so annoying. But I really like those cells. That's really cool. So let me see if I can get some of this stuff to run off the edges here. I don't want to stretch those out too much. Okay, so I'm going to bring some of that paint back this way. Let it run down a bit. Yeah, this is kind of different. Doing this, is kind of different. Alright, so now I just need it to tilt this way a little bit. Come down. And I'm going to encourage it with my finger. I'm sorry if my head is in the way. I feel like my head is touching this. Okay, so then there's a little bit here on the edge. I'm just going to encourage that because I really like those cells that are at the bottom. I wish I had a few more, but I don't. So I'm going to try to encourage some of this to, let's see if I can find some green. There's not very much green on here. None of the green fell off the side. So I'm going to like encourage it to pour a little bit more over the side. Let me bring it back. Okay, it's not going to do that, so I have to like stick my finger in it. There's some green and white here. I just want the edges to be covered, that's all. And right now they're not really. Not really. They're not really covered. Alright, well, I think this one is a done deal. I like those. I have no idea where my heat gun is, but I do have a paint dryer, and it gets kind of hot. So I'm going to turn that on and see what happens. There's a few little things happening there, not much. This only has one speed, high. a few little things happening. Not too much. Oh, where did that come from? Some just flew into my picture. It's like it just, oh man, it's probably dust or something. That's what happens when you buy stuff from the Goodwill. Any kind of thing could be going on with that. Let's see. I saw some tweezers. Let me see if I can use these scissors to get that out. That is really not cool at all. Whatever that was. I'm kind of digging these. These are kind of cool. I wish more stuff was going on here. Maybe I can add a little bit more in here. What do you think? Let's try it. Something more interesting here. Yeah, let's try that. See what happens with that. I'll tilt that over a little bit. Let that just fall right off the edge. And I'll like bring it back to the middle. Nice. That's got some nice little bubbles going on in it. It was okay, but it wasn't fabulous, you know what I mean? It wasn't just fabulous. So that's why I want to do a little bit more with that. Add some stuff in there. Let's see if there's any more in here that I can add in here, right in there. Yeah, let's see. Just add those things together with that. Do some things there. Let it run down this way. Yeah, now we talking. Now we cooking with gas. Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit that with the heat gun again and see what happens. Let's see what develops. Oh yeah, nice. Anything happening there? Okay, that did a little bit of something. Not a whole lot, but it did something. Okay, so that's good. We're going to put those away. And then, you know, maybe you can see up close. I don't know if you can see up close. I can't see anything. That helps you? No. Let's see. I'm going to have to bring this back up to speed. There we go. Let's see. I'll turn it so that you can see. Because the higher it is, the better the angle. That you can see everything. And okay, so now I'm going to put these away, and I have like many more of these to do. So I'll do some. I've done some cool colors, and now I'll do some warm colors because that's the next thing that I have is these. I have these, and that's why I was trying to bring this up higher because this is really high. Okay, yeah. Let's see. So, and I'm going to move this one over just a bit. And again, as I said, this is really high. If I turn my, I don't know if this, hopefully this will not be too disturbing and it won't be upside down when I look at it. I'm trying to get both of them in frame. Here. Let's see. I still can't see really. Okay, let's see if I turn it. I think I'm gonna have to turn this. Oh man, that's gonna be messed up. Okay. Yeah, you can sort of kind of see. At least my head isn't in the way anymore. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, I don't think think it'll turn that way. All right. I'm going to try to, I'm going to take the cord out right quick and try to turn it the other way. Then it can see. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh. Yay. Okay. So these two are two different kind. And I'm going to use a new cut for this because I want some warm colors on this. So I'm going to start with white. And then I'm going to add yellow. So here's my white. And then I'm going to add some pink. And I'll add some red because I don't want to just turn pink. And here's some red. And I think I might put some gold in here. Ooh, wow, that's really thick. Oh, that's, I don't like that. Okay. Make some room over here. Red and some yellow for some nice oranges. And I'm going to add some gold to this for my little shiny part so that all of these are nice and shiny. And then I'm going to top it off with a little bit of orange. And the orange isn't mixed all that great. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with this. And then I'll start pouring this the same way I did the other one. Oh, that's very dramatic. It's just kind of pouring out any kind of way. Not how I want it to exactly. I'm still an amateur at this. Okay, so I'm going to put some pink around the edges too. That's going to be very pretty. Okay, I'll put a little bit in here. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. I'm liking how this is looking on the side. That looks really cool. And I'm going to just pour just a little bit, turn it here and there. I want it to be poured on those edges. And if it has bubbles, cool, and if it doesn't, cool. Because I really want it to just be a cool frame that people will like. I think this orange and red and yellow is going to look really nice. Really do. And I'm trying to just get some of these really nice colors in here. These pinks. Mix those in on the side here so that at least it has this color combination here. I'm trying to see if I have all my sides covered. So I'm going to turn it around so I can see the other side. Oh yeah, that side needs a lot of work. Let's put some here. This is kind of cool. I think these will be really nice. I think people will like these. And I don't have a Facebook Live audience today because I decided I just, you know, if they want to see it, then, you know, people don't have to pay me to learn how to do this. This is cool and highly addictive. Did I say it was highly addictive? Oh, yeah, it's highly addictive. I would like more paint on the edge, but I'm going to leave that alone. Give me a baby wipe. Wipe my gloves off. Because I'm going to pour the other one, and I might do like an infinity pour on that. I might try a little infinity pour and see what happens with that. But for right now, I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. See if that thing pops up. There's a few little things. Oh, here's a thing. I could do this with it. Yeah. Oh, let's do that. Let's definitely do that. One on there. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I like that one. So make sure I have another baby wipes here. Get more out. This is going to get messy. Okay, so now I'm going to pour some blue. Some of this Caribbean blue. Some of the regular blue. A little bit of the purple. And I'm going to change up my green and put in a little bit of light green. And then I'm going to put some iridescent white in there. Okay, adjust my apron here so nothing happens there. And I'm going to try pouring both of these at the same time. Go see what happens. But we'll see what this turns into be. We'll see, because I don't know. I'm just trying stuff. We'll see. This is like my psychedelic colors. Oh, I'm liking those bubbles that are coming out of that, though. I really am. Let's pour some this way, and then some this way, a little bit this way. Yeah, I'm pouring my bubbles off. Oh well. I want some of these things to, some of this purple to run off for real. I want some of this other color in here. That's very cool. But I do need some pink or blue or something else over here on this side. So I'm going to run some right here. And a little bit more of this blue. There we go. Ooh, look, I got little planets and stuff going on. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of this color and start to put it on here. This is tricky. It's very tricky. So I don't particularly want to get dripped on, but I'm digging this a lot. This is cool. This is very cool. It's not, it doesn't act the same way as canvas does. You know, since it's not exactly flat. But, you know, it's got some little cool stuff going on in it. I'm going to pour maybe a little bit more stuff here. And then I'm going to tilt that a little bit more. That run off the side a little bit. Run down this way, run down that way, go that way. I don't want it to mix too much. I don't want it to get too, like, muddy. And I definitely recommend using gloves on this because I can feel all the little tiny splinters. And that is just not something I'm interested in the middle of my painting, that I'm going to be dealing with splinters. That's just not a thing for me. Okay, well, this is looking kind of cool. I'm going to let some of this run off the side here. Go this way. Thank you. And I do have to be a little bit careful over here on the interior because that's where the little prongs are for you to put your picture in. And being that this is from the dollar store, it's very likely that the stuff will, like, bust anytime you just look at it. So, hit this with the heat gun and see what pops out. Ooh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one's very cool. Nothing else happening here? Nothing else happening here? Let's see if there's any kind of, any little bit. Let me hit that with the heat gun and see what comes out of that. This one is super cool, man. I'm digging that a lot. That one looks really awesome. I like it. Has like lots of bubbles. I wish I could show you up close. Let's see if we can get in closer to see it. Oh. So you see the kind of close-up of that? How cool that is. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. 4 down and 4 to go. And I still have lots of paint. So this is just really doing a nice thing in here with all these colors. This not so much, but I still like the colors. I still like the colors. So let's put this one up and go for the next one. Okay. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Now, the next two, I'm doing like this. And hopefully I don't get paint everywhere. I'm just going to do these one at a time because I don't see a way to, like, get too crazy with this. I want to do this one with browns and black. So I'm going to start with white because this is going to have the bronze in it. I think, yeah, I use bronze. Okay, so here's the white. Start with white for this. And then I'm going to add a little of this brown. bronze to it. The bronze is very thick. And then a little black to it. And I think I'm going to add yellow in here too, just because. And here's the second brown that I have. This is a darker brown. And I'm going to put some yellow in here just because. I don't think I haven't used any yellow too much. I've only used a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to add some yellow to that. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of gold. And then a little bit more black. Because black can really take over. So can gray. Add a little bit more of this really pretty brown. Okay, so now I'm going to squeeze this out. And I'm just kind of turning. Going in like a little lightweight circle. Oh, that's going to be real cool right there. I'm digging this a lot. I'm using a lot of this paint, but I'm digging it. I'm just going to use it all on this one. That's very cool. I'm really liking that. Okay, so since this is on something already, I'm just going to tilt this a little bit. And then tilt it back this way. And a little bit that way. And I'm going to take my finger and help it along just a little bit. These edges. This is very cool. I am so glad I decided to do these colors together. So I'm going to tilt it this way a little so some of these colors come this way. Yep. And then I'm going to turn this around so I can see what's going on this side. Oh, that's just outstanding. That's just outstanding. I'm just going to encourage that to come on down. Move on around, because that's very, very cool. Okay, and then in here, okay, oh, that's very, very cool. That is really awesome looking. So let me see what happens when I hit it with the gun, because that's the heat gun. Okay, oh wait, let me get a little bit more on this side. I see some stuff. The only thing about this little mesh thing, it's real cool, but I can't like dip my finger down to get some paint without lifting the thing all the way up. And then, you know, let's see, it looks pretty good. I have a little bit on one side down here. Yeah, put some of this here. Okay, all right, enough of that. Let's hit it with the heat gun and see what happens. What kind of good things we have popping up out of here. Oh, yeah. They're not huge bubbles, but they're kind of cool. That's awesome. I think people will pay $15 for that. I really do. I believe they will. Okay. That's nice. That has a lot of really cool stuff going on. Let's see if we can get in a little closer and see. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Adjust my camera here. Okay, so I'm going to carefully walk this over to the little container it's supposed to sit in and try to put it down without dropping it. If you hear a big bang, that means I dropped the thing. Try not to cuss if I do. Okay. That one is just really cool. I like that one a lot. Okay. So, moving right along. Okay, let's just try some green and some blue. Let's see, I'm gonna put some green. Try to start with some green on this. Oh no, what happened here? Why is this like this? Ooh. I don't know, I don't like that. Let's drop some brown in there. Okay, so I'm gonna put some white in here. Put some greens. I'm going to make this with greens and a little bit of the blue and some silver. Here's a light green. Some dark green. I got like 3 greens. I'm going to add a tiny bit of this turquoise blue. Some of this silver because we haven't used any silver, and it's mostly gray, but it is silver too, so hopefully some of that silver comes out. Saw a big clump of something, and I only have 1 blue. Well, oh no, I have 2 blues. I'll add a little tiny bit of blue, really small, make a nice contrast. A little bit more white. Let's see what happens with this one. Okay, so I'm going to pour it from this direction and see what starts happening. Ew. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking it at all. Oh, ew, ew. And it's just running out. It's so thin. I can't like pour. Oh, I don't like that at all. Maybe it'll get nicer. Add the blue in. And there's some kind of something that's, I'm not really digging this. That's gray isn't really a good thing for me. I'm not really liking it a lot. Yeah, I'm not liking that too much. We might have to like let that one go by the roadside. Let me add some blue to that because that's not a thing for me. Ew, I don't like it. There's hardly any of this blue in there. So I'm going to see if I can hook that up a little bit better. Add a little bit of yellow. Because that's good. That yellow's going to give it some contrast. And I'm going to add some iridescent white to this. So the iridescent is going to be kind of mixed in with stuff. So let's try this better. I'm liking that better. I'm definitely liking that better. Let's see what happens here. That little contrast really helps a lot. But I'm liking the pattern that I see here, up here at the top. That looks real nice. I'm digging that. And then, let's see if I can tilt this on this side. Oh, I got stuff on my table now. Not liking that too much. I have stuff on my table. But I do like how this is kind of framed a little bit in here. Okay. Oh, I thought there was stuff coming off the side over here. Nothing, huh? Nothing happening, huh? That's just me rubbing my fingers on stuff. Okay, because it's coming off the side here. I have to clean my table. Yeah, nothing happened this way. So I'm going to tilt it this way a little bit. Let that start running down just a bit. Okay, I like that better. I do. That's nicer, I think, than that gray. That gray was like, ew. Not a good thing. I have one that's already kind of like that, no? Where's the other two? Yeah, I have one that's green and bluish. It's not really this blue, though. So let's see what happens with the heat gun. Let's see, because I can see some big cells coming out of that. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, it didn't start out that great, but looking pretty cool now. Wow. So that was really what it needed. It really needed that. Okay, there is something on here that is not appropriate. It's a big chunk of something. Probably some dead old paint. Yep. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, clean my scissors off. That looks amazing. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm going to turn this sideways so I can get all these things on this side. And I'm going to dig down in here and get some of this. Just so the inside is covered. Because this is a picture frame, so you want the inside will show little. So as long as it has some color on it, you know, it's better than not. It doesn't have to be, you know, the most intense color in the world. It'd be nice if this was like laid over that like that, but I don't really want to mess with this too much anymore. I'm just, yeah, I don't really want to mess with this a lot. There we go. very cool. See if I can get some of this to like seep on. Come on down. Come on down. There you go. See if I can get any of this to come down like this. Because that always makes that look so cool when that does that. See if I, you know, once you hit it with the heat gun, it's kind of in place. But I don't want to mess up any more of my cells, so I'm going to just leave that alone. Let me hit it one more time, see if I can get anything else to pop out. Over the sides, what have you. I think there's something in that paint now. Yeah, there's a little piece of something in that paint. That's probably some old dead paint off the side of it. So let's see if I can lift it up without destroying it. Oh man, it's a big old thing, isn't it? Okay, wow, that one's cool too. Oh yes, I think people will like these. I would like them. I'd buy them. Somebody bought me one and gave me the idea. That was my Christmas gift. I'll show it to you in a little bit. Let me put this away. Clean up my table because it's messy. And I don't like paint all over. So I got a paper towel here. Lift that up a little bit. Put that under there. Mess here and here. It's got a kaleidoscope rainbow of mess. Okay, I'm digging those. So what am I at to now? Oh, I think this is gonna be upside down. Oh dang. 1 hour and 13 minutes. Okay, we're almost done. This one is a little different. It's another heart, but it's in a different kind of little thing here. I don't know if I can do anything with this because I have to sit way back from this. Because this is a shoebox. It's actually a shoebox. So I think I'm going to make sure I don't have anything important over there. Turn this like this. Yeah. Okay. Better. Okay. I liked the orange and the brown. So I'm going to try and add some orange and brown on this one. Do orange and brown. Because I really liked how that came out. So here's my white. And here's my orange. Add some yellow. I'm going to add some bronze to it. Tiny bit of black, just the tiniest amount of black, just to give it that little contrast. And let's see, a little bit of red. Oh, I want to add maybe some more brown. Add some of this brown. Because that black, it makes such a dramatic contrast. And add some gold. A little bit more orange. I'm getting kind of close up in here. I only have one orange. What can you do? So
or yellow. A little bit of white. Yeah, I'm just going to add straight white. I'm going to have to mix up some more white, so I don't have enough really. Okay, so I'm going to pour from this direction. I like these pours that you go in a circle like this. This is looking kind of cool too. That's very cool looking. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to move it. I know I have to, but I don't want to. Just gently, gently let this come over the edge. There we go. Come on down. And then let this come over the edge a little bit. This is a little harder to navigate here with this. Okay, there we go. Now we got it going. Let me get a big wipe quick with my fingers. That's got some cool stuff going on in it. It's, you know, that yellow is kind of turning a little brown. A little green, I mean, with the black, mixing with the black. This is looking pretty cool, actually. See if I can get this to seep over a little bit. Yeah, I need this to come this way. So I lift it this way just a little bit. I don't want it to do a lot. Just want it to cover the edge. Just like that. And then on this side, I'm gonna want it to, oh man, that looks so cool. I'm getting better at this. The ones at the end are gonna be better than the ones at the beginning. Okay, let's go, guys. This way, just a little. Yeah, there we go. Now I am sure that I need to do this on the other side. Oh dang, didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Dang it. Messed up my cool design. Okay, I'm gonna flip it around so that I can see what's happening on the other side. Oh, I don't do anything. Don't move too fast. Yeah, it doesn't have anything on this side. Okay, I'm gonna rest that there. And then I'm gonna let this just come over like that. Yep. That's all I'm doing with that. That's it. Because it's covered inside and out pretty nicely. So let's see what the heat gun reveals. Wow, it's got some cool little stuff going on here. Ooh, there's little black things coming up and yellow. I mean, they're really small, but this is like a small little thing. Okay, it's not a big, huge painting. It's something that people are going to put their loved one's face in. So, you know, it looks really nice. This one I'm very happy with also.
I haven't done one that I don't like yet. I have some that are more favorites, and some of the ones that I didn't think were going to do anything did a lot, and some that I thought were going to do a lot didn't do much. So, anyway, moving right along. We're cooking with gas now. This one. I have this one. I have to be super careful with that because it's not very much space. That was fun. That was really fun. Okay, I'm going to mix some cool colors together. I'm going to take this and pour some of that out right there. A little bit on the corners. Those are not the colors I'm using. I'm just getting rid of some of that because I'm going to put some red in here. I want red and purple and orange because those make a cool color. Oh, wait, let's start with white. I'm going to start with iridescent white. And then I'm going to put some regular white, put some red. Because this, it could make pink or it could make something else. And what I say, purple, red, and purple, and orange. You wouldn't think those colors would go together. They make, if they mix, they make a really nice color. It's not a color I can describe. It's just a nice color. So I'm going to put some more white in there. This is just straight white. And I don't think I'm going to use that gray silver stuff anymore. It just doesn't look nice. I'm just going to stick with my metallics and my iridescents. And I don't want any blue, so I'll add some pink in here. I'll put a little more purple. I have no idea what this is going to do, but, you know, we'll see. Add some red. A little more iridescent white. Okay, so we're going to see what's going to happen here. So I'm going to pour this. Ooh, that's that color that I like. It's this cool color. But I got some brown in here, which I don't know if I'm digging the brown. This one is a little different. I don't know if that brown is the gold that I had. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's different. That wasn't exactly what I was going for, but, you know, somebody might like it. I don't really like pink, so. But some people do. Some people like pink, so, you know, more power to them. It ain't me. I can guarantee you I don't like pink. Okay, so I'm going to tilt it this way. Go along this edge and encourage it to, like, drip over on the side, please. Drip on the side. There you go. Nice. That's a good one.
So I'm going to turn this way. Encourage this on this side. This is some cool stuff over here on this side, though. It really is. I don't even really want to tilt it too much. Okay, and then I'm going to get the inside here. Let me just grab some of this, put it on here. It's a weird color. This needs to cover here. Yeah, there's some kind of little defect in the wood there. Okay, so I'm gonna encourage this to go this way. And a little bit this way. Just gonna grab some of this, help it along. There's some cool stuff going on in this. I can say that. Oh, no. Most definitely didn't want to do that. My trusty scissors. I don't even know what that is. This little piece of old paint. Okay, I'm going to hit this with the heat gun and see what develops out of this, because it's got some cool little striping and stuff in here, but... Maybe more of the white will come through. And we'll just start looking red here. It's getting more interesting. Okay, that looks real cool. I'm kind of liking it now. Let some of this kind of drip around. That's different. Like more stuff on this side, maybe, to maybe drip down. My what I have this drying on, that looks kind of cool though. That's very interesting. I don't know that I like it, but I mean I like purple, but I'm not sure I like that. Kind of reminds me of it. But you know, somebody else may love it, where I'm just not that thrilled, and I may end up waiting for this to dry and redoing this one, because I'm not real thrilled with this one. No. Okay, last one. Now, this one is mine. This one's for me. This is my Christmas gift. This is what started all of this, painting picture frames from the dollar store. So I'm going to take some of my favorite colors, which are greens and purples and blues. I don't like red that much, and I don't like pink at all. Just not at all. But I'm going to put some of these blues and greens in here, and some purples, because this one belongs to me. And I'm going to add some gold in there. add some blue. And some of this blue. And I'm going to add some purple because I love purple. I do. I just don't think that was a good mix. Let's see, maybe a little bit of bronze. So I like that color too. And it's all sparkly. And there's maybe some dark green. And some more blue. And some more aqua blue. And some more purple. And I'm going to add a little bit more gold. This gold is very thick. So, yeah, I'm going to try doing this. See if I can get it to go in a circle. It's just like pouring out of there in any old kind of way that I'm not digging it. Okay, that's digging better. Now it's actually pouring. It's got some contrast in it. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, a lot of times people use white on here, and oh, I like those little sparks of gold that's coming in. That looks nice. Yeah, I don't want to just keep pouring that direction. This is an uneven design here because it's asymmetrical, so it's got some issues. So I'm gonna get some of my paint up, put on this side, and put in the middle here because that's all pouring from one side. I could encourage that to come down just a little. That'd be kind of awesome. Oh man, there's nothing on this side. Jeez. Okay. I could just get it to move a little bit. It doesn't need to move a lot, just a little bit, so I have something to work with here. And on this side as well. Oh, sorry. My big old head is in the way. Okay, that's better. Oh, yeah, that's looking better on that side. Let me see what's looking like on this side. Now, I've got some bare spots. Oh, ooh. Nope, don't do that. That's a bad thing. Don't do that like that. Okay, that's looking kind of cool on that side too. Okay, so I'm going to try and hit it with the heat gun. See what happens. Hit it with the bop gun. Oh, don't think I'm going to get a whole lot of bubbles, but I might because I have that gold in there. And it's a little heavier. There's a little bit of white in there too. Nice. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, well that's it on all the things that I've done. So we're at one, oh, did it stop? No, it's still there. We're at 1 hour and 37 minutes. So that's a done deal, and that looks awesome. And this one's mine. I'm sorry, I'm not selling that one. That was a gift. But it's the gift that kept giving because I started doing all this stuff. And I guess I can show you some of these that are starting to dry, but that looks very cool. Let's see, get it close. I don't know if y'all can see all that, but there's some really cool stuff in there. Really cool. I can sort of see there's like a light shining in my eye. That looks awesome. I love it. That one's for me. So the orange didn't do a lot. It's got a little few things going on. I'll show you this one. This was the second set that I did. There's like a lot more stuff going on in the, let me move these little teeny things out the way. I don't need those anymore. I have lots of paint left, and so that means that I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff. So let me move this back, and I can put these out so you can see them. So that came out pretty good. There's a little bit of stuff in there. It looks pretty much the same as it did. This one has more stuff in it. That looks nice. Ooh, don't spill purple paint. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then here's the first two that I did. These are the first two. These are starting to dry already. Like it's starting to dry right there. But this has some nice cloudy type deal things in it. And they're almost opposite each other, but not really. But they look really nice. You can see the iridescence in this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. And people will be able to see it. And then I have to figure out what to seal this with. Something that I can use that won't be too smelly. I think between the one that I did for me, this is probably my favorite. Just because it has such cool colors and it looks like marble, like actual marble, but it's very cool. I like that one a lot. Somebody's gonna buy that. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day because I have no place else to put anything else. So we're at a minute. We're at
I'm going to call it a day, and I might end up editing this. So thanks for joining me. And that's all from Karen Buford Art at KB Designs and KB Art Events. Book me for your next paint party. Please like and share and subscribe because I'll be having more videos coming up. Thanks. Bye.